many of you exercise your right to vote? There are many people in the United States have the right to vote, but do not exercise that right. Many people think that their vote doesn't make a difference. They have this notion that whomever is going to get in is going to do what they want to do anyway. But you can make a difference. By exercising your right to vote, it is very important. It is important in elections because it gives you, the individual, the opportunity to let your voice be heard. It gives you the chance to let your opinion count. And whenever you do vote, you have to believe that change is possible, that a difference can be done. By voting, it gives you the opportunity to invest in a better future, not only for yourself, but for your children. Because when you exercise that right to vote, you are giving that person an opportunity to be put into office to share some of the same beliefs and opinions as you do. Quote, "The vote is the most powerful instrument ever devised by man for breaking down injustice and destroying the terrible laws which imprison men because they are different from other men." Unquote. Lyndon B. Johnson, the 36th President of the United States. The Census Bureau on Tuesday released data showing who tends to vote in the United States. Going far deeper than any polls can in studying voter behavior, some of the results are not surprising. It was based on age, sex, and education. They were all reliable indicators of national voter turnout trends, according to the reports. And Americans vote more when a president is on the ballot. About 131 million people reported voting in the 2008 U.S. presidential election, was an increase of 5 million from 2004, according to the new table package released today by the U.S. Census Bureau. The increase included about 2 million more black voters, 2 million more Hispanic voters, and about 600,000 more Asian voters, while the number of non-Hispanic white voters remains statistically unchanged. In order to gain an understanding of why voting is so important, well, let's take a look back at the history of voting rights. Contrary to popular belief, the United States Constitution did not originally guarantee citizens the right to vote in the United States. The United States was created with the understanding that only certain individuals would make the decision when it came to the government. There are several amendments to the U.S. Constitution which add the right to vote and who actually has that right. The 14th Amendment states that all persons born within the U.S. are citizens and guarantees rights and privileges. The 15th Amendment states that no citizen can be denied the right to vote based on race, color, or previous condition or servitude. The 19th Amendment gave women the right to vote. The 24th Amendment stated that no poll tax is allowed or failure to pay any other tax shall prevent a person from voting. And the 26th Amendment states that all persons 18 or older shall not be abridged of their right to vote. Now, reflecting from the information provided from the flag, let's take a moment to look at some reasons why we should be voting for our future. First, it is your right. It is the right for young people and women and underrepresented groups who all fought hard for the right to vote. Even today, there are countries where people are still fighting for that right. Vote in the honor of those that can't. Voting means more money. Candidates give money to causes that you care about, like youth programs, the environment, and cancer research. The school matters for our children. You can elect local and state school board members who set public education policies and budgets. When you need a job, or when you finish school and you're going into the workforce, you will need a place that can offer you job training, pay equity, fairness in hiring, and workplace safety. Save the world, the air, the land, the water. We all need these things. Crime prevention, law enforcement, safe and affordable homes, traffic patterns, schools, parks, and recreations. Do you want other people making those choices for you? Or do you want to have a voice in the things that could not only affect you, but affect your kids? You don't have to risk your life to participate in making changes. Voting is one way that all U.S. citizens ages 18 through 108 can speak up. If you have never voted before and you are interested in voting in the next presidential election, I say congratulations. That's great. Let's do it. Once you learn how to do it, you will have a sense of satisfaction, knowing that you are participating in an important part of being an American citizen. In closing, voting is very important to your future. Hopefully learning some of the history, reasons, and ways that you can get involved will help you understand why voting is so important. Knowledge is power, and if you don't learn how to use your civic voice when it comes to making decisions, you will never be heard. And I quote, "So vote like your family depends on it. Vote like your life depends on it. Vote like your world depends on it. Vote like your money depends on it. Vote like your future depends on it." Thank you.